Hello and welcome to the Excel Plus 2 channel. This is a channel which is exclusively dedicated for the Plus 2 accountancy. Now, in this video, we'll be looking into a question on issue of shares borrowed from the CBSE sample question paper for the academic year 2021. When I say for the academic year 2021, this is a sample question paper which has been designed for this academic year for the ones who were supposed to write exams in May and June. Right now, as you may already be aware, the exams have been postponed indefinitely. So most likely you'll get a notification sometime in first week of June. Having said that, let me also state that this is relevant not only for those who are supposed to write the exams this year, but also for those who will be writing the exams in the next year. So whenever you are preparing for the exams, if you are getting into 12th now, even then it is important. If you are writing the exams in a month or two, even then it is important more so. Anyway, let us get into the problem quickly. Now, if I have to read the problem here, Zocon Limited issued a prospectus inviting applications for 5 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, issued at a premium of 10%, payable as follows. Okay. Let me just write down the relevant information as we proceed further. That way it will be easy for you to understand what exactly is happening. Zocon Limited issued a prospectus inviting applications for 5 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, issued at a premium of 10%, payable as follows. That means the face value of the share which has been issued by that company, it's a public limited company. You may already be aware, if you're already prepared for the exams, that only a public limited company can issue shares. Private limited company is not allowed to issue shares to public. Now, in this case, what is the face value of the shares? The face value of the shares is 10 rupees. Whereas the company is not issuing the shares at 10 rupees, but instead they're charging a premium of 10% on this. 10% on 10 rupees comes to 1. So that means in total they're charging 11 rupees per share in this case. Now, the thing is, they're not asking the applicants to pay this 11 rupees once and for all like it usually happens in real life, but instead they're asking them to pay in installments. So these installments have different names. Let us look at the amount which is being charged by the company and also at the names of these installments. The first time you make the payment to the company is when you apply for these shares. So therefore the first installment is obviously known as application. So when you apply for the shares of the company, you pay some amount. In this case, the amount which has been designated by the company is rupees 3. So unless you pay rupees 3 during the application process, it is considered that you have not applied for the shares of the company. That is the amount which you are supposed to pay basically. Next, the second installment is called the allotment stage. So in this case, usually premium will also be collected. Sometimes what happens is in the problem, they will not mention in which stage the company has collected the premium. If that is the case, then you have to assume that that premium has been collected during the allotment stage. That's it. More often than not, they will mention it, but if at all they do not mention, then just make sure that you assume that it is during the allotment stage. Now, in this case, they have very specifically mentioned, as you can see in the problem, rupees 5 on allotment, they say. Rupees 5 on allotment, they say. So if it is rupees 5 on allotment, we know for a fact 1 rupee out of that 5 is nothing but premium. So amount which is actually towards share is only rupees 4. The rest is rupees 1. That is nothing but the securities premium. Okay. So that is with regard to the second installment. Then the last installment in this case is the first call, which is also the final call in this scenario. So how much have they collected during the final call or the first call? Rupees 3. So now if you total this 5 plus 3 plus 3, you'll end up getting rupees 11. So even though the company is asking you as an applicant, eventually a shareholder, if at all you get shares, to pay rupees 11, you are not being asked to pay entire 11 in one go. In this case, you have been given 3 chances, or rather 3 installments. That was the premise of the problem. Now what we have to do is we'll have to see how many people actually applied for those 5 lakh shares. Because what really happens is, if a company, let's assume it's a well-known company which has good reputation, If at all they issue shares, imagine a company like Flipkart going public. So if that is the case, it's a well-known company. People might be ready to invest in that company. So if they have issued only 5 lakh applications, do you think the company will receive exactly 5 lakh applications? Definitely not. So it will be more than that. In this case, let us see what exactly has happened. The company invited applications for 5 lakhs, but it has received applications for 6 lakhs and 60,000. So we have obviously received excess applications. Every company which receives excess applications will have two choices. Either refund the excess completely. Like in this case, 1,60,000 is the excess applications which I have received. I can completely return the money to the applicants. They are not yet shareholders. So they have just applied. It's up to us, the company, to whether to allot the shares to them or not. Now in this case, as I said, this is option 1. So there is one more option wherein what you can do is, you will tell them, see, I do not want to disappoint you guys who have applied for the shares, but you have applied in excess. So what I will do is, I will not give you everything which you have applied for. You may have applied, for instance, let's say 15 shares, but I will not give you 15, but instead I will give you 10 shares. This is called proportional allotment, or in short, pro rata allotment, wherein you apply for X amount of shares, but you end up getting less than that as a proportion of what you have applied. Now, you may have applied for 15, but you only end up getting 10. But what about the amount which you have paid in excess, that is for the 15 shares, or the rather extra 5 shares? That will be adjusted towards the installment money, which eventually becomes due. We'll see how it happens in a while. In this case, what the company has done is, they have kind of gone for the mixture of option 1 and option 2. So they have broken down the number of applications in different categories. Let us look into those categories now. Category A, wherein they say there are 4 lakh applicants or 4 lakh applications. Then category B, where we have 2 lakh applications. So we have 4 and 2, 6 lakhs. We are left with category C, which will have only 60,000. So if you total this, you should get 6,60,000 applications. Now, in case of category A, they are saying if you apply for 4 lakh shares, you will end up getting entire 4 lakh shares. So there is no proportional allotment at all for category A shares, or rather for category A applicants. Whereas in case of category B, they say applicants of 2 lakh shares were allotted 50% on pro rata basis. That means you may have applied for 2 lakh shares, but I will not allot to you entire 2 lakh shares, but instead I will only allot to you 50% of the shares which you have applied for. 50% of 2 lakh will be nothing but 1 lakh shares. So I applied for 2 shares and I end up getting only 1 share, 50%. What about the amount which I have paid for that 1 extra share? That will be adjusted against the future installments, maybe allotment, and if at all there is any money left for the first call, second call, etc. And lastly, category C, wherein the company said, no, thank you, we cannot allot any shares to you. So we are returning the amount in full. So to this 60,000 applicants, the company said, we will refund your amount. Whatever the company has received from them, that will be returned to those applicants. So we have 6,60,000 applications. That means the company has received so much, but it has allotted only 5 lakh shares because it had issued only 5 lakh shares. Now this is the scenario at the time of applications. Now what we have to do is, we'll have to pass journal entries for all these installments, starting from application up to the last call. So now let us start with the application stage itself. Now, when you receive the application money, what exactly happens? Let us divide these into events. So now, which is the first event? Of course, you asking them to apply for the shares is the first event, but again, it's a non-monetary event wherein money is not involved. You put up an ad through prospectus wherein you say these shares are there, you are inviting them to offer, then they will offer to buy those shares, and then you will allot them the shares. But in this case, since there is no exchange of money, we cannot record that event wherein you publish the prospectus of the company. The second event, or for us the first event here, would be to receive the applications from the applicants along with the money. In this case, we have received 6,60,000 applications at the rate of rupees 3 per application. So which is nothing but 19,80,000 rupees. This is the amount which we have received. Now we know for a fact that we cannot use all this towards shares, but temporarily we will just transfer it to share application money account, which is a liability, until we use them properly. So now, which are the two elements or accounts which will get affected because of the money which you have received from the applicants? Now, the moment they apply for the shares and send in the money, our bank balance obviously increases. So now we know that bank is an account which is getting affected because of this particular transaction. And since we follow the modern accounting principles, where do we classify bank? Bank is classified under the category of asset, because whatever money which we have in bank can be used for the production or for anything else which we wish to. It's a resource. Now, if asset increases to the business, we know it has to be debited. That is about the first account which is involved in this case. What about other elements or other accounts which are involved in this transaction? Now, can we simply receive the money and keep quiet and do nothing in return? Obviously, it is not the case. We have to give something in return. That is the core element of any contract. You receive something and you return something. So now in this case, the company has not given anything in return yet. So therefore, we will create a liability, which we will call it as share application account. Okay, this share application account or account, share application money, whatever it is. Now this is a liability. Why is this a liability? Because we have received the money, but we haven't given anything in return. So the liability is also increasing. That means we have an asset which is increasing, and at the same time which we also have a liability which is increasing. So how do we account for the same? Now asset rule says if at all there is any increase, debit it. Liability rule says if there's any increase in liability, credit it. So there we have our debits and credits. All that we need to do now is to just pass the journal entry. So let us do that. Bank account debit 19,80,000 to the credit which is being given, share application account 19,80,000. I'm not bothered about the format and all. If at all you want it, okay, let me just draw the lines. Okay, so now we have debited, that is written on the left hand side, bank account. We have credited, written on the right hand side, share application account. Narration would be being applications received from 6,60,000 applicants towards the issue of shares by the company. Now, how do we utilize this money? We know, or we have already seen in the previous working, that we haven't utilized the entire money towards share capital. We have returned, or rather we have refunded some portion, and we have utilized some portion towards the next call, that is allotment. So the next journal entry, you should be very careful as to how do we allot this particular amount which you have received from the applicants. So now this liability which I had created earlier, I will reduce that liability, or I will exhaust that liability. So because now I'm utilizing the money and giving something in return to the applicants. So share application account debit, because liability is getting reduced and liability rule says if there is a reduction in liability, debit it. So 19,80,000. Entire liability will get exhausted now in this transaction. 2. First of all, let us refund the money. How much ever we are refunding, let us quickly look into that. How much did we refund? 60,000, no, category C. So we have to issue them checks, or we will transfer them, online transfer, whatever it is. Whatever might be the case, our bank balance will come down as a result, to the effect of, to the extent of those 60,000 shares or other applications. 60,000 into rupees 3. This much we are returning. So this will be 1,80,000 returned. Next, asset decreasing, therefore credited. Asset is decreasing, therefore it is being credited. Next, What else did we do with that application money? We allotted shares to the extent of 5 lakh shareholders. So that would be, or rather 4 lakh, but we'll come to that in a minute. What I will do is I'll go back to the previous working here. Now, if you look at this, category A, 4 lakh shares, category B, 1 lakh shares. Okay, so both put together 5 lakh. What about the remaining 1 lakh of category B? Though they applied for 2 lakh, we allotted only 1 lakh shares. So the remaining amount which they have paid towards those 1 lakh shares, which comes to 1 lakh into rupees 3 lakhs, this will be utilized towards the next installment, which is nothing but share allotment. That is something which will show in the upcoming journal entry. Two, share capital, obviously, because we have issued shares only to the extent of 5 lakh shares. 5 lakhs into rupees 3, which will be 15 lakhs. And the 3 lakhs which we just now calculated to share allotment. 3 lakhs. That's it. Now what we have done is we have transferred whatever was there in the share application account to bank, because that is being refunded, to share capital because it's a liability which is getting created now. We have received the money from them, we have allotted the shares, so they become our shareholders now. So at some point of time we'll have to return, some point of time in the sense, if at all company is wound up in that case, so we'll have to return that money or liquidate it. Next, share allotment. This is a temporary liability which we are creating, because even though we have not called that particular call, we have not asked them to pay the share allotment money, because that's the second installment. But even then they have already paid in advance. Why advance? Because it's not advance directly, but they paid for 2 shares, but we allotted them only 1 share. That extra money which they have paid, we are retaining with us for now, until we make the next call, that is the share allotment call. So this is also a temporary liability which is being created. Now we are done with the second journal entry as well. This is with regard to the entire application stage. So far what we have done, we have received the applications. How many applications did we receive? We received 6,60,000 applications, as opposed to 5 lakh applications which we had invited. Then what did we do? We split them into different categories. Category A, wherein 4 lakh applications, whoever applied for those 4 lakh shares, they got 4 lakh in return, 1:1 allotment. Then category B, wherein 2:1 allotment happened. You applied for 2 shares, you ended up getting only 1 share. So in that case, 2 lakh shares and 1 lakh shares were issued. And last category, that is category C, wherein we did not allot any shares to them, 60,000 applications refunded completely. So this is what we have done so far. In the next video, we will see the further entries starting from allotment. Thank you.